Welcome back. The Shelby County Commission voted yesterday to put elections for all school board seats on the same schedule. That changed just weeks after they voted to put term limits on board members. Those changes are part of what's been a very hectic few years for MSCS, which has seen 4 different superintendents or either a permanent or interim basis since the fall of 2022 and is still searching for the next. Here to help us unpack all this is former school board chair Dr. Althea Green. Welcome back. Always good to see you. How have you been doing?
Here with you, Alex. I am great.
I can tell. Let's talk about yesterday's news that came out of County Commission. Were you surprised at all with the decision by the County Commission involving MSCS school board races being set aside until next year?
I wasn't surprised. Just following that story, listening to the committee meetings, I wasn't shocked at all. I realized last week when they said, we want to wait until our chair is here, to make sure those votes was there. And so I'm not surprised. I'm still a little worried about bringing in a new board. And how effective will a new school board be supporting that superintendent if there's a flip? If you bring in 7 new people, that's scary. And so I pray that when people go and vote, and that they do vote, that we will still bring back qualified people to represent this district.
Because I know, as you well know yourself, a lot of people have said in some of our prior elections, not many people have shown up to the polls, and you get what you get.
You get what you get, yeah. That happened last summer. It's very hurting, but we just have to continue to educate people around the importance of voting.
Yeah. Where do we go from here with this? You have recently been in MSCS, the schools themselves, working there and being a part of it, seeing some of the changes and some of the challenges. Where do we stand with education?
I will continue to be hopeful and prayerful. As a woman of faith, my faith looks up to thee. And so I still believe that Memphis Shelby County Schools' better days are ahead. And I feel that right now, as we watch our interim make changes, create regional superintendents, I see hope for the district. We talked about the Bear building. I will jump right to, for example, a building that will cost $100 million to repair. My hope, Alex, is that we will sell that building because we don't have that kind of money to repair a building.
But is that prime real estate, you think? Will somebody actually buy that building?
I think it would sell just based on location. But when you think about having to close schools because of having low enrollments in place, my hope for Memphis Shelby County School, as well as for city and county leaders, is they will utilize some of those buildings for community hubs. I would love to see in every region a community hub, a place where people can go for mental health, a place where people can go for glasses, a place where people can go for resources, COAC units with MPD. What would it look like to take some of those buildings and turn them into community hubs?
So what's it going to take, though, to make that happen, though, to bring these different leaders together?
I believe creative minds will realize when we want to really do what's best for children, we will do what's best for children. And so I'm hopeful that as we are closing schools, sell some of the buildings, be able to utilize those funds for deferred maintenance and to be able to continue to put more resources into schools.
We were also talking about what you've seen firsthand. Talk to me also about another concern that I know a lot of parents have, as well as educators, teacher vacancies within the district. What are we seeing there?
What we're seeing, Alex, is teacher vacancies all across the United States. It's not just a Memphis problem. But I was glad to see Memphis Shelby County Schools numbers go down this year. Grateful for leadership in HR. They brought in someone with lots of experience, Krista Oliver. Those numbers have gone down. Maybe some of those vacancies were positions that were no longer needed. And so just to clean that up, but I continue to see the numbers go down as we partner with Christian Brothers and other universities to make sure that we're preparing people to be educators as well as to serve in our leadership positions restrictions, I think we will continue to see a decrease.
I want you to talk about something else that has really kind of garnered a lot of attention, especially just in recent weeks. MSCS holding a family and community forum on gun safety following Tennessee mandating all schools teach firearm safety. Are we to that point? A lot of people are saying maybe we are. This is needed. How do you feel about it?
Kudos to Memphis-Shelby County Schools for stepping up and doing what has been mandated by law. Recently, they had a community forum. I'm grateful to see them bringing the community along with the journey. But as we continue to read about gun violence, school shootings, it is very important that we educate our students around gun violence.
Should we be concerned, though, at the same time? Because, you know, not everybody wants to have that familiarity with our children with guns, but are you saying this is a positive thing?
I'm saying that it's a positive thing. It's mandated by the state, so do we get to decide if we're going to do it or not? When something is mandated by the state, it is up to the district to follow the mandate. I am excited to see them getting a start on it. If we don't educate our children about gun violence, who do we expect to do it? And at least if we educate them and help them to understand the importance of saying no, the importance of not playing with weapons, the importance of telling an adult, we will begin to create a generation that will understand the safety of a gun.
One last thing very quickly here, school closures, is that necessary? Because a lot of communities will say, no, we want to keep this, even if it's an older school, older structure, we want to keep it.
In Memphis,
but how do you balance that?
You have to balance that because we have to understand if a building is being underutilized, and we can put those students in another building close in the community, it's a good thing. We're going to have to make a decision to close some schools. I mean, it's just something, you can't continue to have a building with 125 students sitting in there when you have a school around the corner with 200 children. Can we put both of those students, put all of those students together and educate them? And so it's hard for people to, you know, in Memphis, we're just so in love with that school's been in the community for 95 years. But at some point, when that school list of deferred maintenance is just more than you can build a new school, then that is something that we have to do.
Althea Green, always good to see you.
Good to see you always, my brother.
All right.